evening, students. Today we are doing our economics lesson 12, which will be solving questions under production. Data response 2. Data response 2. This is the question. Use this hypothetical production table to answer the questions that follow. So that is the table. We have labor, capital, and marginal product. Labor we have 1 to 8. Then capital we have 2 to 16. The marginal product from 20 to 10, as you can see. So you see, as labor, they vary from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then capital 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Marginal product 20, 40, 60, 80, 50, 50, 20, 10. Now let's look the questions below. 1. Does the table represent short run or long run period of production? Give a reason. 2. Calculate total products at each level. 3. Indicate increasing returns to scale, constant to scale, decreasing returns to scale, sections on the table. Now solution. Let's look at the possible solutions. Now the table represents long run period. The table represents long run period. The reason being that both inputs, that's labor and capital, are variable. As you can see from the table, labor varies or changes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And capital also varies from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so. Note that with short run production, one or more inputs are fixed, with others are variable. So it cannot be a short run, it's a long run period, because both land and capital are variable. But in short run, they are fixed. One is fixed, another is variable. Take note. Normally, in the short run, land or capital is fixed, whilst labor is variable. So let's come to question 2. Question number 2, where I say we should calculate total products at each level. So total product has two formulae, as you know. We have TP equals AP times L, and we have TP equals the summation of MP. Now, it is obvious that the latter formula is applicable here. At first, TP1 is equal to is the same as MP1. So if MP1 is 20, then TP1 is also equal to what? 20. So MP1 is 20, TP1 is also 20. So we calculate for TP2. So TP2 is equal to MP2 plus TP1, which MP2 is 40, then TP1 is 20, so which will give you 60. Then TP3 the same. MP3 is 60, then TP2 is also 60. So 60 plus 60, you get 120. So it follows. TP4, the same thing. TP5, you can see on your screen, TP6, TP7, and TP8. They are all on your screen, as you can see. You can also use this formula. TP2, example, TP2 is equal to MP1 plus MP2. Or TP3 is equal to MP1 plus MP2 plus MP3. TP4 equals MP1 plus MP2 plus MP3 plus MP4. If your mathematics is not good as somebody, that you can use that formula. But if your mathematics is good as mine, you can use what I've done to show you. You look at it carefully. Now let's solve question 3. Question number 3. They said indicate increasing returns to scale, constant returns to scale, and decreasing returns to scale sections on the table. Now, By doing this, we need to calculate the percentage change in output or total product and compare it to the percentage changes in labor and capital before deciding which section represents the three types of returns to scale. So by doing that, we use this formula, percentage change formula. We say it's increase or decrease from one variable or unit to another. It's generally given by x2 minus x1, all divided by x1 times 100%. So we are calculating percentage change in output or total production. So we are doing for total production. So as you can see, TP, so we are calculating percentage change in output or total production, TP. So we are calculating from 20 to 60 from the total production. As you can see, the total production is from 60 to 330. We are starting from 20 to 60. From 20 to 60. Okay. So let's go. So from 20 to 60, you get 200%. You subtract 60 from 20, then divide by 20. As the formula says, S2 minus S1 divided by S1. So 60 minus 20 divided by 20 times 100, you get 200%. Then you calculate for 60 to 120. And that one to 120 minus 60 divided by 60 times 100, you get 100%. Then you go from 120 to 200. The same thing, 120, 200 minus 120 divided by 20 times 100, you get 66.7%. Then you calculate from 200 to 250. 250 minus 200 divided by 200 times 100, you get 25%. Then from 208 to 300, so 300 minus 250 divided by 250 times 100, you get 20%. You take your time and solve them to verify. Then you get to 208 to 300, as I've already done it. So 300 minus 250 divided by 250 times 100 is 20%. Then 300 plus 300 to 350 is going to be 320 minus 300 divided by 300 times 100. That's, you get 7%. Then you move to 320 to 330. So you have your 330 minus 320 all divided by 320 times 100. You get your 3.1%. Now the next one, we are going to calculate the percentage change in labor and capital. Percentage change in labor and capital. So the other one, it was percentage change in total product, TP. Now we are going to do it for labor and capital. So let's start with labor. So check one from 1 to 2. So 2 minus 1 divided by 1 times 100 is 100%. Then from 2 to 3. From 2 to 3 is 3 minus 2 divided by 2 times 100. That's 50%. Then from 3 to 4, 4 minus 3 divided by 3 times 100 is 33.3%. Then 4 to 5, 5 minus 4 divided by 4 times 100, you get your 25%. Then from 4 to 5, 5 minus 4 divided by 4 times 100% is equal to 25%. 5 to 6, we have 6 minus 5 divided by 5 times 100 is 20%. Then from 6 to 7, we have 7 minus 6 divided by 6 times 100% is equal to 16.7%. Then we have 7 to 8. That's 8 minus 7 divided by 7 times 100, which will give you 14.3%. Then after that, you calculate for capital. So capital will start from 2 to 4. So 4 minus 2 divided by 2 times 100, that will give you 100%. Then you have 4 to 6. 6 minus 4 divided by 4 times 100%, that will give you 50%. Then we have 8 to 10. So it will be 10 minus 8 divided by 8 times 100% will give you 25%. Then 10 plus 10 to 12. We have 12 minus 10 divided by 10 times 100% will give you 20%. Then 12 to 14. So 14 minus 12 divided by 12 give you 100%. times 100% will give you 16.7%. Then we have 14. So as you can see, so after that, you try to solve it on your own. Try to solve it on your own and confirm so that you get better understanding when you do your own studies. Now let's look at the graph. Now all that we've calculated for the TP, we have plotted our TP. Look at the schedule. The schedule is there. TP, you can see from 20, 60, 120, 200, 250, 300, 320, 330. Then the percentage change in labor is also there. You have 100, 50, 33.3, 25, as goes on. The percentage change in capital is also there, as you can see. The percentage change in total product is also there. So you can see for yourself. So when you finish calculating, that's what you do. Now let's tackle the question. Question number 3. You see, the table, look at the table carefully. The table shows that as labor increases from first unit through to the fourth unit, and capital from second unit through to the eighth unit, there is increasing returns to scale. There is increasing returns to scale. This is because at these levels, the percentage increase in scale, that is, the percentage increase in both labor and capital, is smaller than the percentage increase in total products. Now, for instance, as labor increases from, look on the graph. You see, from the graph, for instance, as labor increases from 1 to 2, you see it is 100%. And capital also increases from 2 to 4, that is also 100%. Now, total product increases from 20 to 60, that is for 200%. So the percentage increase in output is greater than the percentage increase in both labor and capital. That's the scale. Now, as labor increases from 4th unit through to the 6th unit, capital from 8th unit through to the 12th unit, there is constant returns to scale. This is because at these levels, the percentage increase in scale, that is, percentage increase in both labor and capital, is equal to the percentage increase in total product. Now look at the table, the schedule. For instance, see, as labor increases from 4 to 5, that is 25%, and capital also increases from 8 to 10, that's 25%. Total product increases from 200 to 250, that's 25%. And the percentage increase in output is the same as the percentage increase in both labor and capital, the scale. You can check on the table for yourself. Now, as labor increases from 6 units through to the 8th unit, and capital from 12 units through to the 16th units, there are decreasing returns to scale. This is because at these levels, the percentage increase in scale, that is, the percentage increase in both labor and capital, is greater than the percentage increase in total product. For instance, let's check our table. As labor increases from 6 to 7, that's 16.7%. And capital also increases from 12 to 14, that is 16.7%. Total product increases from 300 to 320, that is 6.7%. The percentage increase in output is less than percentage increase in both labor and capital, the scale. So we will end here. All that we've done, try to calculate them. Do your own calculation and get an understanding. Check whether you get the same answer as I got. So God willing, tomorrow we'll be doing our data response 3. God bless us all. Assalamu alaikum.